It cannot be. Perhaps to come to the juicy part of how I was suspended. Members of the executive, from the president to the ministers, deputy ministers, premiers, MECs, on assumption of duty, they are required to take an oath or an affirmation before the assumption of duty, owing allegiance to the Constitution of the Republic. Also, as the National Director of Public Institutions, I had to take an oath of office about my allegiance to the Constitution and the law of the Republic. So when I got an instruction, which was patently unlawful and unconstitutional, I didn't think twice. I didn't hesitate to disobey it. It was an unlawful instruction because I was being instructed to stop the investigation and intended prosecution of the former National Commissioner of Police, Mr. Chekisile. This was coming from the Minister of Justice. Now, it was a no-brainer for me. The Minister has no such powers in terms of the Constitution and the law of the Republic. So I simply had to disobey it. When I was later then asked to resign before my actual suspension, I couldn't understand why. Perhaps I was naive and I'm still naive. I couldn't understand why. I said, I can't. Why should I? And then the minister said, no, because there's no longer trust between you and I. I said, but Minister, you know that is not true. And she said to me, Vusi Pikoli, it's all about integrity, but I'll talk one day. I'm still waiting for the day that the minister talks, or the former minister, on these issues. So I said, Minister, I'm not going to resign. One, because we need a due process. If there's anything wrong that I've done, then there has to be a due process. I can't just resign. Two, I'll be lying to myself and to the nation, because I'll have to find an excuse why I resigned 2 years after my appointment. I would resign and then perhaps emerge as an ambassador in Saudi Arabia. Something that I was not prepared to do. So after that, then I had to have a meeting with the president, who also told me, Vusi, I understand that you refused to resign. I said, that's correct, Mr. President. Said, why? I gave the same reasons I gave the minister. He said, even if I were to suspend you, you still not reconsider your position. I said, no, Mr. President, I won't. And then the instruction went out to prepare the letter of suspension. Now, I didn't know what was happening. So when it was just the two of us sitting, I said, Mr. President, tell me, why are you suspending me? He said, no, because you see, different interpretations. You want to give people immunity, people whom you think you should prosecute. I said, oh, is that so? You want to enter into plea bargains with people who should not be. I said, but Mr. President, you are now skating on thin ice, because this is my domain. Even if I take wrong decisions, allow me to be wrong, because the courts are there to prove me wrong. It's not for the head of state to tell a prosecutor whom to prosecute and whom not to prosecute. It's not an executive function.